Hello and welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's. If you're a return viewer, thank you for coming back, and if you're a new viewer, thank you for watching. I'm Tiffany, your host today. Today we have 176 members in the group. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. I am recording in a new spot today. I wanted to record in front of our Christmukkah tree. The reason I call it a Christmukkah tree because it is for my husband for Christmas and for me for Hanukkah, and because we celebrate both, we decorate it with silver and blue so that we can enjoy the colors, and it has some meaning for Hanukkah and it has meaning for Christmas. And we put all our presents underneath there for Hanukkah and Christmas, and we do this every year since we've lived together in this house. And so my husband decorates it all, not me. He puts it up, he decorates it. So I just wanted to show you today how beautiful our tree is. I love it, but I'm biased, but I still love it. I think it's beautiful. We have tons of ornaments on here. When we first bought this tree in this house, we have our new home ornament on it. And because we're both DC fans and comic book fans and characters of DC and Marvel, we have those ornaments on there as well. And you won't be able to see it, but right behind me here is the Batmobile, and this one I bought for my husband I think last year. I'm just trying to turn it on. Give me 1 second, and you might be able to hear it. It plays the Batman tune. I love it. So we have some great ornaments on there that mean something to us. So I just wanted to record in front of it today, as it's going to be Christmas this week, and I know everybody of my friends that celebrate are preparing for the Christmas holidays, for dinners, to spend with friends and family, and I just wanted to show off our Christmas tree and celebrate. I'm starting over. I don't like this. Plus the heat was on and little girls making noise. Over. Little girl, go lay under the tree. Go lay under the tree. I love you, but no, you can't bug me. Let's try this again. Take 3, I think now. Little girl, go lay down. Hello and welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Tiffany. If this is your first time watching, thank you for watching me today. I hope you return. And if you're a return viewer, thank you for coming back. I wanted to record in front of a new spot today as it is Christmas, and I wanted to show off our Christmukkah tree. So Merry Christmukkah and Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy Hanukkah. That passed already. Happy holidays in general. I wish everybody all the best this holiday season and a happy and healthy new year that will be coming up. So I wanted to show off my beautiful Christmas tree that has nothing to do with me. My husband does all the work. He puts it all together, he decorates it, and every year he puts this beautiful tree up in our front bay window of our house, and it's absolutely stunning and gorgeous. It is all lit up. I think you can kind of see the lights on it right now. I've also had to brighten up the room a bit because I'm recording at night, and so I needed it bright enough in here, so I hope that's okay as well. So I wanted to show you our great tree. It's been 3 years that we've lived in this house together, and we've bought this tree. So we have some great ornaments on there, and we have some fun ornaments as well as Batman, Green Lantern, our Cinderella princess. So it's great. Probably once a year we almost get a new ornament that we put on there, and we add it to our beautiful tree. So that's where I'm recording today. So I wanted to, I'm sorry, I'll be looking over this way. I have my notes there and I just want to make sure that I kind of follow them a little bit today, as I have a couple things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank everybody for joining the group. There is Worlds in Opal and there's 176 members in the group. Thank you all for joining. So let's start off with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And I was contacted and asked to review a yarn that I've never knit with, so this is new to me. I know a lot of people out there probably have knit with it, and it is the Patons Kroy sock yarn. So I will hold up. I was sent 2 skeins of each. Let's see if I can get that one there. Patons. Okay, so there's the Patons Kroy socks. This is in the Singing the Blues stripes, and you can see it has some blues and a bit of the heather gray in there. I don't mind that heather gray when it's combined in that. I'm just not a big fan of heathered yarns in general. And this one has no name on it. Oh yes, it does. And this one here, you see how much, like, there's a lot of heathered in it, even the pinks are heathered. And this one is called Brown Rose Marl. I think that's what it says. Yeah, Brown Rose Marl. So I was given 2 balls of each. So there are, I'm doing good here. There are 50 grams each, and they are 4 ply. As I said, I've never knit with them, and I'm going to actually do up a pair of socks. I think I'm going to start with the blues, even though, you know, I'm a pink fan. But I just wanted to see what it's like. They are 75% wool and 25% nylon for both of them, and so it is going to be a nice warm sock. And honestly, I still don't like the cold weather, and it's becoming winter here now. We haven't really had any snow yet. Nothing that stuck to the ground, and nothing more than like maybe a few millimeters of snow. So we've still been great. I'm hoping, you know, that it stays like this all through winter. That would be a great winter, but it's not going to. But it's always cold. So with these wool socks, they will be really nice and warm, I'm hoping. I don't think they're gonna be itchy because they don't irritate my face when I rub it on my face. So I think with the nylon in it, it actually helps. So I'm excited about that. Being contacted and being offered to talk about this on my podcast, as well as share it with everyone out there. Again, there's the 2 colors. Okay, so I will let you know once I start knitting with them, how they feel on the hands and how they work on my needles, because I tend to use Hayahayas, pretty much are my go-to needles, and I use the Hayahaya sharps, especially when usually it comes to sock knitting. So I'll let you know how they feel on the needles next time and how they're knitting up. And this will be, as I said, I'll probably start the blues because I really like that. And there's not too much heather in it, so it's really nice. So we'll do that. I also received a yarn box, and you know, I try to mix up my colors because I used to have a lot of blues coming to me because I always had blues or grays. So this time I thought I'd do pink, and of course I didn't check, you know, the postings before to see what the, you know, secrets they were giving away to let you know if it was going to be what brand or what colors were available, and I kind of missed out. And they sent me, it's beautiful yarn. I'm sorry you're gonna hear crinkling because it's still in the box. I haven't even had a chance to unpack it yet. Sorry. I'm trying not to. Okay, so there's 3 skeins of 134 yards each, and it is a bulky, and the colorway is Coral Reef. It's yeah, I guess it's corally salmon, and on some of the lighter areas it's almost like a peach, but on the lighter areas. But the darker areas, like in here, it is more of a real coral color. I don't know if you can see it up close even better, but They're all tied together. I just don't want to take them apart right now. So this yarn is rockingthewool.com. There's the tag. And so it's a new to me yarn. Never even heard of it actually, and never tried it. It's actually nice and like squishy for a bulky, and it is soft. It's not super soft, but it's soft. Just trying to see if there's anything I need to know here. Oh, it's a certified, it's GOTS Organic certified. So it's the highest standard in the world for this yarn, which is really nice. So it's an organic yarn. I'm not sure if I'll keep it because it's not my colorways. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever worn this color. My girlfriend's daughter would wear it. One of my girlfriends would wear it, but I'm not sure I would. So I just received this and I just opened it up actually today, and I just don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. You never know. Maybe I might decide to keep it and knit it up. It came with, you're gonna ask me to pronounce these names, and of course I will mess them up. I believe it's Talitha Komi. If I messed that up, I'm so sorry. There's the two patterns right there. And the other one is by Leslie Roof, or Roof. I'm sorry if I messed that up again. And there's a hat and a cowl. So of course it's knit and crochet, and I only knit, so. But it's, they had beautiful blues this time and grays. Of course I switched my preferences, but I like Yarn Box because it offers different yarns. With the Canadian exchange rate, and now the dollar just went lower again, I'm not sure if I'll be renewing this, and I think it comes up in April or so. I'm not sure if I'll renew it by then. We'll see. I'd love to try something different. If it's, I don't want fingering weights because I have so many fingering sock yarns, and I'm really not a shawl person. There's only so much you can knit with. I have like one skein here, or maybe two skeins, but it's usually one skein. Yeah, I know I could double it, make it into a worsted, and that's great. And so I can make a hat out of it, or maybe some mitts or something like that. But sometimes I have such beautiful fingering weight yarn that I don't want to knit into socks because I don't want to put them on my feet. I'd hate to have them wear out and for me to either not fix them or put all that time to it and only wear them for so long. So one day they will become something, or if I can just learn to design, or if I find patterns that I love, they'll be used up. So lately I like getting the worsted, the DKs, the sports, even the bulkies, you know, so that I can make something different, or you know, quicker knits too sometimes. As everybody knows, I'm sure by now, I'm a slow knitter. I must be slower than molasses. I'm a really slow knitter. My friends make fun of me. I'm so good with that because I'm okay. I know I'm slow. I don't knit everywhere I go. I don't knit in the car if my husband's driving. I knit in the evenings usually when I'm done work. I'm done cooking dinner. Usually my husband cooks dinner, but when I have to, you know, when things are done, if it's an hour or two, I try to get in an hour or two a night of knitting, at least sometimes. There's other nights where it just doesn't happen. And I try to do my best because I like to show you guys finished objects on the podcast, and I like to knit because for me, my work is high-paced. I can't say it's stressful because I don't think it's stressful. I enjoy what I do, but it is a high-paced role, and it's dealing with people, and it just sometimes, you know, it can get frustrating the odd time with some people, but otherwise, because it's so high-paced, I just like to slow it down with knitting and relax. So I'll watch my shows on TV and I'll knit, but as I said, that might not even be every night. So I do my best, and I'm still really slow with knitting, and that's how it goes. Nothing I can do about it. I try. I'm getting better with when I'm watching TV. Not every stitch do I have to watch while I knit, as long as it's not something complicated or cabling or things like that. But my knit and purl stitch, I'm getting better where I can go 2 or 3 stitches without watching them. And you know, it's muscle memory. I'm trying to do it so that I can, you know, not have to watch my knitting. I know there's people out there that knit all the time and they don't even have to look down at their knitting. That's not me. But I'm trying, and it's great to be able to do something different like that and be able to learn, you know, not to watch my knitting all the time, so that if I want to talk to a person, I can talk to them and look at them. Or if I want to watch TV, I'm not always looking down and missing my shows and having to rewind because I missed the scene. So I'm getting better. So that was my yarn box. My birthday was pretty much almost a month ago, and every year for my birthday, I buy myself a present. It's not something big, it's something that I want just for me, and something that it's just, I like to spoil myself that way. It's my birthday, I deserve it. I don't see why you can't buy your own self a birthday present. So this year, because my birthday falls on US Thanksgiving and the Black Friday weekends and Cyber Mondays, I waited until I found a good deal and a yarn that I've never knit with, or a company I really didn't hear of. So I subscribed to Indie Untangled, to their newsletter, and I happened to be scrolling through and found that they offered a deal. They were promoting a company called, I think it's Joma, I think that's how you pronounce it, and if not, it's Yoma, I apologize, but it's spelled with a J-O-M-A, Joma. And they had on sale, and it's a cashmere merino, so I couldn't give it up. It's also fingering, yes, but I got 2 skeins. So this way I could double it and definitely have enough to make mitts and a hat. And I should have totally enough yardage to do that. So, as I said, it's called Joma. I think that's how you pronounce it. Look at these colors. They're gorgeous. Yes, they're a little bit different probably from what I'm used to. So there's purples and turquoises, black, aquas, pinks, I think like a lavender in there, a silvery gray. I love it. Love it. It is awesome. So it's called Casuarino as the base. It's a 70% superwash, 20% merino. It's a 3-ply fingering, and it has 10% nylon in there. And it's called Electric Eyeshadow. Totally an 80s color. Like seriously, when I started with the name, I thought 80s. And then I'm an 80s baby, so I was like, this would be perfect. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going out of focus. I think it's because of my Christmas tree in the background. I apologize, people. I just thought this would be a good spot to record. I didn't realize we'd have so much trouble. So I love it. Can't tell you enough how much I love it. What it's going to be will probably be a hat and fingerless mitts, or maybe mitts if I can get mitts out of them. I thought it'd be beautiful. My coat is black for the winter time, and I thought this would be perfect. So I love this. They are out of actually Vancouver. So I purchased from a Canadian company because of our exchange rate. That is 30 cents to the US dollar. So for every 72 cents now, Canadian is $1 US. It's getting a little bit worse. So yeah, so I supported a Canadian company that I never heard out of Vancouver, BC. And I'm super excited with what I purchased, and this was my birthday purchase, so this was the only yarn I got for my birthday. Presents for my birthday. So I travel a lot for work, so my mom bought me a beautiful passport cover, and it's for me to put my passport in when I travel, which I love. And my husband always spoils me, like always. He's so amazing. For my birthday, because it's a month before Christmas, and Hanukkah was like basically a week after my birthday, and then our wedding anniversary comes up right after New Year's. There's so many gifts going on. It's incredible. So for my birthday, what I only wanted was for him to spend time with me, to go out for dinner to one of my favorite steak restaurants, and have a really nice evening and romantic and quality time, and that meant a lot to me. And the card he gave me was absolutely beautiful, which I put it on Instagram. The words he wrote in there were beautiful. The card was great, and so that was perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better, and he even surprised me at dinner time with a cake and a sparkler on it, which was perfect. So Hanukkah came, and he spoils me. For 8 days of Hanukkah, I get 8 presents, and every day this year, honestly, he made my heart melt. He gave me a card that was for Hanukkah. For all the 8 days, I had each a new card, and in there it said 8 things that I love about Tiffany. And every day he wrote something what he loved about me. And it really meant the world to me. I loved it. I couldn't ask for anything more. And then I got gift cards. So I got gift cards to some of my favorite places, one of them being Etsy, because for him to go on there and buy me something, it's difficult. So there's a few things I'm looking at that I hopefully could put this gift card to and buy something on Etsy for myself. And the other one, of course, is David's tea. I love David's tea. I'm actually drinking David's tea now I should show you, in my Wonder Woman mug. I'm all Wonder Woman today if you can't see. This here is actually a Christmas present from my girlfriend last year for Christmas, my Wonder Woman sweater. So I thought I'd wear it for this episode since it's a Christmas episode and in front of our Christmas tree. And there is my Wonder Woman mug. And these are like one of those huge mugs. And inside is David's tea, and it's the spiced cider tea, I believe it's called. It's really good. It's like apple cider, but tea-based, and it's great. I've tried some of the Christmas ones. I can't even think of them right now. They all just kind of went through my head, but they're really good. One of them with the toasted walnut one, I got as a sampler, really good. If you haven't tried that, try it. The mulled wine was interesting. It was like drinking wine without the alcohol in a tea, and it was warm, so it was kind of interesting, but it was not bad. If you're really a big wine drinker, it was a nice flavor without the alcohol, so it was good. So yeah, I got some gift cards to that, and I do use them up, trust me. And in the airport, when I travel, one of the airports actually has a David's tea, so I can use my gift cards there too to grab a tea to go, which is always nice, because if I'm leaving early morning flights in the morning, it's always nice to have a warm tea, especially through now the winter months. I try not to travel a lot through the winter, but when work requires me to travel, I go. So it's always nice to get a David's tea at the airport as well. So I'm super excited with my gift cards. I got spoiled by him again. And now Christmas is coming up, and he even buys me a Christmas present because he doesn't want me not to have something to open on Christmas when he's opening his gifts. And like, he's super sweet. I don't know what to say. So I even get a Christmas gift, and he's put them under a tree right now. They're there. You just can't see them because I'm just above all the presents on the floor there. We just received a package from his mom because we won't be seeing my mother-in-law for Christmas, and so I put those presents underneath there. We go see my father-in-law and my other mother-in-law this year, so we'll get probably presents there to open up because that will be after Christmas, I believe. Yes. And so it's a great time of year. I love this time of year. I know it's so commercialized and it's all about buying presents, but to me, it's still about spending time with family. Because some of the family we get to see over the holidays, I don't get to see very often throughout the year, or some of them I get to see only at the holiday time. So it means a lot to me. And holidays to me are about family. That's what it means. It's spending the time with the people you love, with his families and friends. And when I say family, that includes my friends, because my friends to me are my family, and I love them just as much. So it's that time of year. Presents are just a gesture to say, hey, I was thinking of you, or I saw this and it made me thought of you, and this is why I got you this present. Sometimes they're just fun gifts. You don't have to go overboard. No one says you do. That's your choice to do that, and that's where it becomes commercialized. This year for my husband, he's gonna love his Christmas gifts. I can't tell you what they are because he edits these podcasts for me, and then he'll know what they are, and I can't tell you, so I'm so sorry. But once he opens them up, I will definitely tell you. He is going to love them. I know that for a fact. I know he's been wanting them for a while, so I can't wait. And then I surprised him this year with doing the 12 days to Christmas. So every day, 12 days before Christmas, he's getting a little card that puts him on a treasure hunt around the house to find a gift. And as I said, I know it's a commercial year, so it wasn't anything big. I got him something like, one of them was a Darth Vader chocolate head. And it was like that. It was just basically about this big, and it was the head of Darth Vader, like his mask, and it was in chocolate. that was one of his gifts for like one of the days. The other day was maybe a $10 gift card to one of his lunch restaurants that he goes to when he's working. So like those were just the little things I did, and they lead up to his big gifts for Christmas. So I'm super excited. So yeah, back to knitting, since this is a knitting podcast. So diamonds in the rough are the next thing, and I haven't started anything new because I just finished something the other day, which I'll show you later. So I didn't get a lot of knitting done as I was working on something else, which I'll show you later, because it's a Christmas gift and it needs to get out to my mother-in-law, and we're putting a huge package together for her and we're shipping it out tomorrow, so that it gets there in time for Christmas. So I still am working on my zigzag scarf, and I really am enjoying it. Now it's becoming just a TV knit when I have nothing else to do, but look at the colors. Sorry, I just trying to look at that. I love the way it's turning out. Like it's beautiful. It's, wow, you could really see it in the light here. So it's turning out gorgeous. I love it. It's all blues, purples, turquoises, aquas, dark purples, and darker blues, and it's great. It's a really easy knit, and I love it. So that I'm working on, and that just stays in my bag all the time. So when I'm not working on the Christmas projects that I had, that's what I was working on. The other one that I haven't picked up in a while, sorry, I think I got fiber stuck to my lip. I could feel it. Sorry. The other one that I haven't picked up in a while, and that I started a long time ago, I say that because it probably is, it is the Stitch Surfer socks. Whew, that was almost a tongue tie. And I'm still in the same spot as last time. I need to measure them. I love that. I love the colors together. It's funny, I'm not a huge orange fan, but for some reason so I love the turquoise and the orange together. I'm just not a big orange fan, I think, on its own, but with other colors, I love it. So I'm still working on the Stitch Surfers, and I think this is longer than what it needs to be for me to start my heel. So I might have to rip it back a bit. I'm not sure though. So what I was gonna do is put this on stitch marker so that I could start the other one and get to the same point, so that hopefully my heels could be started around the same spot. So I figured, since I really have nothing else to work on besides the zigzag scarf, that I might start doing the second sock of these to get them going. I don't think I really have any other things outstanding. I know I wanted to work on that Miranda sweater. I did a swatch. I swear I did. I don't know where I put it. I have no idea. I know I did one. I remember knitting it because I remember getting gauge. I told my girlfriend, hey, I got gauge. And she's like, well, did you soak it? And I'm like, no. She's like, soak it and then just measure it again to make sure. She's like, because if that's how you're gonna wash it, she goes, make sure you do that to it so that you know if it stretches out or anything else. And I'm just like, oh. So I came home to look for my swatch, have no idea where it is, like none. But I know I knit it. I've looked everywhere so far, and I'm sure it's probably like right in front of my face and I just don't see it. But you know what? I will start another swatch if I could find the needles, because I know the needles were with that swatch. I have no idea where it is. I put it in a safe place. Now I can't remember where the safe place is. So hopefully I'll find it, and if not, I'll have to get other needles and start up a new swatch. And hopefully I won't need that little ball, because it was just a little ball with it, and we should be good to go. So we'll do that too over the next little while. And then to end off with, I wanted to talk about diamonds in the rough. So I'm super excited. I have two finished objects to show you. One of them was for the cowl, and that I mentioned in my last episode that I was working on. And so, I'm sorry, I'm just grabbing my notes here because I just want to make sure. Actually, I'm going to pull up on my iPad for you the pattern and the designer so that I can tell you exactly who they are. And that way we have it. Okay, so let me show you this first, because this was excellent and I really enjoyed really knitting this. I enjoyed the yarn. The color is absolutely gorgeous. So I love this color of yarn, absolutely gorgeous. It matches actually my mitts, so it's kind of funny. Two different indie dyers though for the yarn. I really liked working this pattern, except for the provisional cast on. I used a yarn, and when I cast it on, it just didn't come out as easily, I guess, when I was removing the provisional cast on, but it's okay. I figured it out, got through it, no problem. I did the pattern pretty much exactly to the end. So when you started to decrease, I didn't do as many knit rows because I didn't have any more yarn to use. I only had one ball. So I shortened them a bit, plus I think it was bulky enough anyways. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Like you can see the definition and the top of it. Actually, the top of it is really nice. I like how it just has that little bit of swirl because it's tonal. And it's beautiful. So it's really thick, the cuff, as you can see, because it was doubled over, and that was the provisional cast on. Let's see if I could put it on. Not like I have hair dooroons, so let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So I like it. I do. It's going to keep my ears super warm because that's where the double ribbing is, or hem is, and so I love it. I do. I love the color of it, and it's great. And this is called the Timber Bay, and of course, if I pronounce Melissa's last name, I'll mess it up. So it's Melissa Sashwari, I think that's how you pronounce it. And she is Dandelion Knits on Ravelry, and I will show you right here. So just to show you, Timber Bay, there's Melissa. So it's great. So it was a pattern from this year. I did it for her cowl. I had a lot of fun knitting it. It's Rain City Knits in their worsted weight, and I love it. I love the color. Like, it is totally my color. And it's called Raindrop Blue, the colorway, in the worsted from Rain City Knits, and it's a superwash merino worsted. So I love it. I'm super happy with it, and it's on my Ravelry page, just so you know, in case you're looking for it. But you know, everything I always put is right down here, all the information. The other one, I haven't taken pictures of this yet, so I just finished it last night, and I was so excited. I have to show you. It is called, it's a cowl, and hopefully, let's see if you can see this. Oh yeah, look how pretty you can see the lacing in there. So this is for my mother-in-law. It's a navy blue, and it's actually my yarn box. I don't know if you can see that as well. Let's see if I open up there. You can see a little bit better. So it's pretty big. You can wear it like just a nice long cowl, and you can also do it twice and then wear it twice. So I figured, you know, she can wear it on top of one of her coats, and you know, or a shirt somewhere indoors if she has a blouse to wear over or something pretty. So I really enjoyed it. And it was a fun knit, but I had to finish it because it's a Christmas present. So this was what I worked on the whole time, and I don't remember how long it took me to, but this was, it's called Coco Pearls. Let's see, there we go. Coco Pearls by Maria Ortacilli. So this was also from August 2012, and it's on Ravelry, but you know what, I really don't care what year things are published in. I go by what I like, and this I liked. And actually, I have to say, my girlfriend posted this because she received the same yarn in a different colorway, and she favored these items, saying they were going to be for her mother-in-law a gift, and she was going to use that yarn for that. And I didn't know what to use this yarn for, because it's not something I'd probably make for myself, but I needed something for my mother-in-law, and she gave me the idea. So I asked her if I can use the same pattern. She's like, sure. And so I knit it up. So the cowl is really nice, and it was it wasn't difficult at all. I mean, it was really easy to knit up. All the holes that you see in here are yarn overs, so it was a really fun pattern. I used a 4.5, I think, millimeter needle for it, and it's called Tressa Rush Designs, and it's a tinsel. And my colorway is the Blue Jazz, but there's the yarn right there. So Tressa Rush, and it's Blue Jazz. I didn't use the 2 skeins that I have. I actually used 1 skein for this, and it's actually just under 1 skein. So I have some left over. I haven't measured it out yet to see what I have left over, but it's not a lot, I can tell you that. So yeah, so this I'm gonna box up really nicely and wrap up, and it's shipped off to my mother-in-law, and so that's her Christmas present, and I'm so excited it's done. So really that's about it. I got those 2 projects done recently, and I will hopefully start to work on my other stuff and maybe cast on something new besides those socks that I was talking about from Patons Kroy, I think that's how you pronounce it, Patons Kroy. So thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you have a fantastic Christmas holiday. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. Enjoy the time of the year with your family and friends. And again, thank you for watching Knitting at Tiffany's. Until the next episode. Happy knitting.